Alrighty guys, what is going on everybody? Welcome back here to another live stream. I hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. Once again, if you guys don't know, I am a little bit sick. I have been sick with COVID for the last couple of days. It's been pretty bad. The whole moving process, then getting sick on top of it, it's just been a heck of a last couple of weeks, my friends. Definitely very stressful and overall. Then Wi-Fi problems, which I'm actually streaming off my hotspot. Hopefully this will work out a little better. Anyways, my friends, what's up, everybody? We got ourselves some new information here on the Tropics, as well as a little system that's rolling its way through portions of the Midwest. Kicking up a cold front, really no severe weather expected or any thunderstorms really expected out of this here. But we are seeing this thing potentially causing some issues up in the Northeast down in time. We're going to have to really be looking out there for, so we'll keep that in mind. Anyways, let's go ahead and see who we have here for today in the chat. Let's see here. What's up? Pilots here. What's up, dude? Hope you're doing good. We have, let's see here, the Kaiser Gal, I think that's your name. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Brock. We have Confessions. We have Patriot. We have Velocity. We have Time to Kill. Let's see, Ponderosa. We have Brock. We have Yo-Yo. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing good and all the other people I did not go across. I'm not trying to not trying to do that intentionally, but what's up, everybody? So we now have a new tropical storm, out here in the Atlantic. This was that system we were talking about the other day. This thing is a tropical storm now officially here for today. It is Tropical Storm Tammy. The system is currently kicking off here. We are watching this thing. It's going to generally track its way here to the west. We do got some tropical storm watches in effect for some portions here along the Lesser Antilles. So obviously, whenever it comes to it here, you know, there's actually a good shot we could expect some tropical storm conditions. So if you guys are going out there, if you live across the Lesser Antilles, if you're going out on vacation towards the Lesser Antilles, just if you're gonna be at the Lesser Antilles, just know that there is, you know, a shot for, you know, some tropical storm conditions. As tropical storm conditions is possible down in time. Obviously, there are watches right now, which, you know, eventually, more than likely, they will turn into warnings at some point. But gradual westerly development, is expected over the next few days. I'm gonna bring you guys over here to the to my other screen, because this will actually show you guys. So here's the current track overall on this in particular system. Now, right now, this is the first advisory. It just came out here literally about 2 hours ago, right around 5 o'clock Eastern or 5 o'clock Atlantic time, which is basically Eastern time. We did get ourselves the first cone that just got issued here. Right now, the system is a tropical storm, as mentioned before. It is a tropical storm with sustained winds of 40 miles an hour with gusts getting up to 50. The central low pressure is right around 1,007 millibars. Now, as this thing tracks its way here to the west, It will eventually, obviously, get closer towards the Lesser Antilles. There, we have like Castries, we have Fort de France, see Portsmouth, see Basse-Terre. I think that's how you might say that. You probably know as much as I do. St. John's, Braids, Charlestown. I think those are the main areas that's inside of those tropical storm watches out there. So we got to be looking out there for those regions overall. I'm actually going to turn off this overlay here. Let's go ahead and do that real quickly. So I'm actually going to turn that overlay off here. But yeah, no, those watches are in effect for a lot of. I believe Bridgetown is actually included. A lot of those areas in the cone is under a tropical storm watch, meaning that tropical storm conditions is possible down in time, and that you need to monitor the situation. It's definitely expected to continue working this way here. Now, it is expected to be right around the Lesser Antilles here between like the afternoon of the 20th. So in about 2 days from now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do coverage on this. I will try to. Depends on the whole Wi-Fi situation and how I feel by the time it comes on the 20th. Because that's basically a day away. Considering today's mostly over. But yeah, so right on the afternoon into the morning even of the 21st is when we're going to experience those heaviest impacts. Now, in terms of this thing becoming a hurricane, I still think there is some room for this thing to be a possible hurricane. Now, right now, they have the current cone at maximum. As it approaches the Lesser Antilles, expected to be right around 65, sustained with gusts up to hurricane force, up to around 75 miles an hour being expected just before and over on that landfall point. And then this thing continues to kick its way up here, really not losing much strength, and then going further up into the Atlantic. Now, it's actually expected to strengthen, according to the latest cone here, across the way. So that's something to, definitely watch out there for overall. So, strengthening once the system rolls through, at this point, it's almost at hurricane strength. So to be classified as a hurricane, it has to have wind speeds up to 75, gusts higher than 75, obviously. Sustained winds is what I'm talking about. Sustained winds of 75 and greater. That is considered a hurricane force strength. But right now, we are talking sustained winds of 70 at its peak forecast. And that's once it starts, really pulling to the north here. It is expected to pull out the sea, so it does not look like there's going to be any big, hazardous impacts for the states here, which is some good news. However, like I said, Lesser Antilles, you guys have got to watch it because it looks like you guys are going to get hit pretty daggone hard here. And this system is actually going to be here for quite some time. It looks like, between 1 day covers this much distance. So I would definitely assume that there's going to be a decent amount of rainfall out of this system that the Lesser Antilles has got to watch out there for. So definitely got to keep an eye out there for it. Crystal says, how am I doing? I'm doing okay, Crystal. I've been pretty stressed out with the move and all that stuff, and now I have COVID, which is terrible. Felt terrible for the last 3 days or so. But I'm okay. I'm holding on. Hopefully things will start to ease out here from here on out. But anyways, hope you're doing good yourself. Derek says, could the storm make a turn for Florida? Probably not, no. Because here, I'm actually going to bring you guys to the models. I want to go ahead and show you what's going on here. So let's go ahead and bring this out to the North Atlantic view. So what's going on here is essentially, we have, Tammy, Tropical Storm Tammy. This is the system. It's going to be working its way out here to the northwest, eventually kind of pulling north here, really pulling north for the, the 21st. So there's kind of two systems we really need to be watching right now. Let me go ahead and bring up my pen here so I can kind of draw on the map here. So we have a low pressure system that's going to be really impacting the northeastern U.S. You guys up in the northeast U.S. has got to really watch out there for that. It's going to be kicking off a cold front, and so what's going to happen is Tammy is actually going to be bouncing off that cold front and actually get caught up in and out to sea. So you can actually see that. If I go ahead and remove my pin markings here, you can actually see as the cold front rolls through, and we get some high pressure building in across the country, which will lead to some relatively nice conditions. Overall, a lot more, clear, a lot more sunny skies, all kinds of nice stuff going on there. And that high pressure is going to act basically as a shield, protecting the U.S. East Coast in general, and even portions here of the Caribbean, the Western Caribbean, I should say. But anyways, but yeah, then of course, with that air mass rolling through, that will help keep this system out to sea overall, which is definitely not very good. Or well, it is very good. It is good. Sorry about that, y'all. Once again, I'm trying to get over this. This is terrible. But anyways, but yeah, no, this is good that it is steering out to sea. What's not good is the fact that this thing will cause problems for like the Lesser Antilles. So just make sure that you guys are, watching out there if you live in the Lesser Antilles, as we mentioned. But, another problem that we've mentioned is the northeastern United States. We are actually expecting to see a lot of potentially heavy impacts out there. I mean, heavy rainfall. I mean, flooding will be a good shot. Overall, I mean, this low pressure system is going to be here for a little bit here. Bringing in a lot of moisture, a lot of precipitation, and honestly, probably even some strong winds too. I did hear that strong winds could be a big problem, so let's actually check on that real quickly. We're going to see what's going on here. So let me go ahead and move this guy out of the way. We're going to bring up these. I don't think I have wind gusts. My subscription ran out, I think. So let's go ahead and do this here. Anyways, but, down in time here, down in time as we work our way down in time here. Give it a minute to load, you guys. But yeah, this system, okay, there you go. Yeah, you can really see for those coastal areas, we will probably really see a lot of, a lot of potential even swelling, I'd even say, out there towards Nova Scotia. I would definitely consider watching that. But in terms of, gusty winds and stuff, I mean, it's definitely going to be pretty windy. I mean, considering a strong nor'easter like that, excuse me, a strong nor'easter like that will definitely bring in some, some strong pressure shifts and, strong winds as associated with it. And of course, with that high pressure building in very shortly after, that'll be good. That'll definitely be good. Now, I'm monitoring a second system after that to possibly kick off. There's still a lot of unknowns, and it is pretty far out still. But it's been popping up on my radar here for the last day or so. Let me go ahead and... Actually, whoops, I just switched to the wrong one again. Let's go ahead and move you guys over here. So, when it comes to the GFS, now, GFS, can sometimes be pretty questionable. But anyways, when it comes down to it, I mean, there's been a little bit of talk about maybe some snow towards the central U.S. I mean, look, this is 200 plus hours out, which, yeah, but if we look out a little bit earlier than that, like for right around the 25th, I mean, it looks like we're going to get a boatload of moisture being kicked down from southwestern Canada to the southeast, and this could bring a little bit of snow, especially for those upper elevations. So. And if I go ahead and show you, I mean, there's that. And if I go down a run, previous model, now it's a little off, obviously. But let's hop down to the 12 Zulu. This was the run previous to this one right here. But if we look at that, I mean, you can actually see how it did show a winter storm. I mean, like I said, I'm still not sold on the idea yet, but, it's something to look out for. It's something to, look out there for, and so we'll definitely keep you guys in the loop of it. Who knows? I mean, it could definitely go away. I mean, it happens. It definitely happens. But anyways, but yeah, we'll have to just keep an eye out there for that one overall. I mean, but the main concern right now, obviously, is this nor'easter for the northeast U.S., which is going to be bringing, a good shot for, a lot of rainfall overall. Now let's go ahead and bring our way over here. I want to take a look and see exactly how much we could expect. For that, I'm actually going to... You know what? No, we're going to keep it on here. Total precipitation. So let's go ahead and hop up to the northeast real quickly. So it looks like... Wow. We could be actually seeing some areas here, especially in New York State. Heaviest. You can't see the color table, but the color table is reading anywhere from around 2 to 4 inches being possible. Across portions here of central, eastern, and northeastern New York State, and even into portions like western Massachusetts, western portions here of Vermont. Shoot, I mean, it's talking. This is the GFS model. I mean, this is one model to look at, but it's showing anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rainfall, which is definitely a really good amount. Now, when it comes to the let's see here, the European, the ECMWF. Now, there's definitely a big difference here. Not showing as much rain in general, and not as much for obviously New York, but it is showing a little bit more, maybe right around 1 to 2 inches. So there's obviously still a little bit of differential between the American and the European model here. So we'll just have to watch out there for that. But what I'm going to do actually. Let me actually bring you guys over here for 1 second. I'm going to bring you all over to this view really quickly. You're going to look at Tammy for a second. Let me see if I can do something real quickly for you guys. Let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it can, unfortunately. Oh well. I was going to see if I can resubscribe to that, but I guess not. I can't do it right now. Anyways, but overall, I mean, it definitely looks like we are going to be seeing a decent amount. Let's see here. I have an idea. Maybe this will work. Maybe not. Nope. Man, all my subscriptions right now. I need to get back on that. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be a good amount of rain. I mean, I can actually show you guys this. The Climate Prediction Center put out a thing here. Or was it the Weather Prediction Center? I think it was the Weather Prediction Center. It actually put out the discussion talking about the hazards here over the next couple of days. Let's see here. Weather Prediction Center. Bear with me, you guys. Let's see here. Where did I see that? Oh, days 3 through 7, maybe? Excessive rainfall. Well, anyways. I think TRG can probably find that for me. But we were talking about a good shot for flooding, excessive rainfall. They were actually mentioning the fact that we're going to be seeing a good amount of rain. Let me actually hop you guys back over here now. I forgot where it was, actually. It's been a little bit. Let's see here. 3 through 7 hazards, maybe. I think this is it. Yeah, there it is. There we go. There we go. So, yeah, they were talking about heavy rain being a problem. For portions of, basically, mostly northeastern New York State, throughout Vermont, New Hampshire, as well as portions of Maine here. And, of course, we have the frost and freeze expectancy here, too, which is going to be going all the way down to, basically the mountains of North Carolina, which is definitely, definitely something to watch out for. Also, a bit of rain out here through Texas, between the 24th and 25th. Another system we're going to watch, actually. So we'll keep an eye on it. Sorry, you guys. Once again, I'm not feeling the best right now, but I did want to hop on here with you guys for a little bit just to kind of talk about what's going on here. I mean, like I said, we got some new information here on the tropics. So I seen somebody wanted me to look at the spaghetti models, which I can do that real quickly. So Tammy's models are a little bit crazy right now, actually. Most of the models have this thing pulling out the sea, but it seems like some new talk, according to the models. Some of them have it going further down south. I mean, it's just a couple models, but more than likely the system will kind of ride right up against the Lesser Antilles here, and actually pull to the north overall. Which like I said in the beginning. I don't see any hazards expected for the U.S., so that's good. That's definitely some good news. I'm sure that's what you guys want to hear. Doesn't seem like it. Here's the intensity guidance based off of the spaghetti models here. This model is crazy. Look at this model. It completely dumps and it just goes straight up. Oh my gosh. So that's a little bit of an odd model. I wouldn't really go off of that one. But if you take that median line, I mean, if you ride in the middle grounds of the models, I mean, you can see gradual strengthening over the next couple of days here. You can see here's the forecast hour. So this is a half a day away from now, a day from now, 2 days from now, and so on. So you can actually see we have gradual strengthening. So that's your wind speeds and knots, tropical storm, category 1 hurricane, cat 2 strength, cat 3 strength. So you can see that middle ground. That's where you should obviously, take a look at it. And you can see how it, eventually gets in the strong tropical storm force. And who knows? I mean, maybe even hurricane force. I mean, even on the cone we were talking about, let me actually bring you guys over here to that cone again. But even the cone we were talking about later on in time, I mean, obviously right now, at the point of quote-unquote landfall, throughout the Lesser Antilles, 65 sustained with gusts up to hurricane force. And you can see as we work our way into later portions, it actually picks up strength. Sustained of 70, just 5 mile an hour shy from a Cat 1. So in the long range, it looks very possible. Obviously that determines on the environment. It determines on exactly where this system's going to end up, because it still seems like that's a little bit of an unknown. It obviously depends on how strong of an interaction we have and how large this system is going to be impacting the northeast coast. That's going to be causing some impacts on the system. A lot of factors, how strong it is, how big it is, all of that will come into play. But, the average models has this thing pulling out to sea for the most part, which that seems to be the most probable outcome overall. Sorry, guys. Once again, I'm a little bit under the weather today. Let's see here. Who we got? Carlos, what's up, man? Hope you're doing good. Saying hello, Andrew. Greeting from Puerto Rico. Hope all is well. Everything's okay. Like I said, I'm a little bit sick right now, but hope everything's good with you. Honestly, you, my friend, I would keep an eye on this system. Now, obviously, Puerto Rico's, outside the cone, but just because you're outside the cone doesn't always mean you're not going to get impacted by any conditions. Let me actually look into that for you, my friend. You might be getting some rain out of the system. Let me determine that right now. Let's see. I'm actually going to bring you over here with me. Let's go and hop back to the model, starting off with the GFS model. Okay, it actually looks like this system will not cause too many problems. Let's see. Is there a Caribbean view I can look at? Don't think so. Let's try this one. Maybe this one? Yeah. So, you can see Puerto Rico there. Puerto Rico, it looks like you're probably not going to see too much of it, actually. So, I think you mostly should be fine. The northern coast of Puerto Rico could get some pretty rough waves, I would say. Maybe some rip currents. Anytime you have a tropical cyclone, it gets close to a body of land. And in this case, you're within that realm. Usually there is some rough seas that are, even low in tropical storms can cause some rough seas and rip currents. I mean, you don't have to have a massive hurricane to have, some rip currents and stuff. But anyways, but that's what's going on. So I think you're good, Carlos, really, I do. And like I said, we have that high pressure system. Let me actually go ahead and show you guys the big view again. So what's going to be happening here is we have ourselves this low here. This could be causing a lot of problems for the Northeast, driving a cold front, and like I said, this is going to be reflecting, let's see, what was it? Tammy, back out to sea. This is Tammy here. That's the name of the storm. In which, obviously, then we're going to have that high pressure pulling behind it, which is, like I said, going to act as a big shield, essentially. And block out a lot of the, the potential for the system to work its way closer to the U.S., so that is good. Let's see here. Legacy says under the weather. Not being sick part, but you're talking about weather. Yeah. For a system to roll through here. Did I have a sore throat? Yes. Yep. Sore throat, congestion, achiness, headache, fever maybe. I didn't measure myself, but I was running a little warm. And I took 2 COVID tests and they both came out positive. So, that's lovely. Anyways, but yeah, no, there's a system that's going to be kicking up, and I'm watching the potential. This is right around the 25th and the 26th. Maybe there could be a shot for some severe weather. It determines on if this system verifies and all that fun stuff, if the system actually, goes off there. So, we'll have to keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Okay, ECMWF, let's see, 240. What was this for? The 26th? So it does have a low, an area of low pressure right around the same time. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of support of it. It still needs some working out, that's for sure. It definitely still needs to be worked out a bit here overall. But there's the 18 Zulu, previous model before that, actually. Let's see, 12 Zulu. did show the system as well. There's a 12 Zulu, 06 Zulu showed it there as well. So the last several models of the GFS did or it does show the system doing that, but anyways, but that's that. So we'll have to monitor that system as well. But anyways, let's see here. Sounds more like the flu to me. Yeah, it feels like the flu and strep throat combined. That's what it feels like. It sucks. Sorry, once again. But anyways, yeah, that's what's going on there, my friends. Here's Tammy in the current view. I don't think we've showed you guys the satellite imagery of Tammy yet. Let me full screen this for you guys. I did get some water, so there we go. Could help a little bit. Yeah, it looks a lot better organized. I was watching this yesterday when I was laying in bed. And, there was a lot of scattered thunderstorm activity. I mean, it was very disorganized for the most part. But now it's actually got it in its act together pretty well. You can see it's basically just a big pancake now. A big blob, which is good. That means, the central mass is being organized and, the system is doing things. It's getting places. And you can actually see, if you look closely, you see how those winds are moving northwest up here. If you look closely down here, it's hard to tell, but you can see how there's upper clouds moving to the west. But if you look underneath that, there's some of those clouds. They're not moving that fast, but they are moving this way. They are moving to the east. So that is their circulation that's starting to commence here. Which, like I said, it's a low-end tropical storm right now. There's still a lot of organization it still needs to overcome here. But it's trying. It is definitely trying here, which is something. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye out there for that. But yeah, Tammy, like I said, there's no threat for the U.S. Want to let you guys know that. But the portions of the Lesser Antilles, that is something you need to look out there for. Here's the cone from the Hurricane Center, the official cone. Those yellow markers, those are tropical storm watches. So that means that tropical storm conditions are possible down in time. We're talking right around essentially late Friday into early Saturday is when the heaviest impacts are going to be for the Lesser Antilles. And you can actually see in the extended range, I mean, it definitely looks like this thing is going to be pulling out to sea, which, like I said before, we have this high pressure system that's going to build in across the U.S. East Coast, which is going to allow for this to act as a big shield protecting the country from this system. So that's obviously good news. So there's no threat for the U.S. as of right now, which is good. And I don't think that there will be out of the system. So once again, the only problem is going to be for the Lesser Antilles in terms of the system. High surf, high seas, possible rip currents, obviously tropical storm conditions being possible, which more than likely it'll be likely at this point. But anyways. But, once again, at the time of landfall here, sorry, at the time of landfall here, we mentioned that, right as it approaches these areas here of the Lesser Antilles, I mean, we're talking right around sustained winds of 65 with gusts getting up to right around 75, which, that's up in the hurricane force wind gusts, lower end hurricane force wind gusts, but still the sustained winds, that's what we go off of to consider it a hurricane or a tropical storm. But sustained winds is under hurricane force, so it's in that tropical storm category overall. Can we see Norma? Sure. Yeah, there's actually another system out there. Here's Norma. So Norma is going to be a potential major hurricane, it looks like it will be. It is going to be causing some impacts for southern Baja California, as well as obviously northwestern Mexico. So we'll have to watch out there for that. The good news is whenever it approaches, it is forecasted to be a major hurricane with sustained winds of 115 with gusts up to 140. This will be the strongest right around the afternoon of the 19th. So right around the afternoon tomorrow, this thing will possibly be a Cat 3. But then as it gradually pushes more to the north, then it's going to start weakening relatively quickly. Basically here by the morning of the 20th, it's going to start to die out a bit. and make landfall near, if not over, the Lesser Antilles there. Let's see here. Hope you have a good one. I feel better soon, bro. Thank you so much, Yo-Yo. Greatly appreciated. But anyways, but that's that. So that's Norma. Yeah, Norma. Advisor number 5. So, we'll keep an eye on that one. But, mostly we pay attention to the storms that, impact the U.S., and we pay attention to storms mostly in the Atlantic. But yeah, I mean, from time to time we'll talk about these here. But anyways, but yeah, that's what's going on with Norma overall. Let's see here. I think we mentioned pretty much all we should have. I probably got to go back and lay down here soon, guys. I'm getting a little lightheaded, but I appreciate all of you guys joining today. Once again, thank you all for the get well wishes and stuff like that. Like I said, it's just been terrible the last couple of days. 2 days ago, or a couple of days ago, whenever I said I was sick, I was, very, very mild symptoms. I mean, I was fine. And it actually went away. And then I went to Tampa for a bit. And the day after I got back, I was terrible. So that was the day before yesterday. And then yesterday I felt terrible. Today I feel pretty bad as well. Maybe slightly a little bit better, but, hopefully this will be cleared here tomorrow. I'm tired of it. Between moving and then all this, it's like, oh my gosh, when will it ever end? When will it ever end? It's just always something. It's just always something. Let's see here. 7-Up Sprite. Oh yeah, that's good. I haven't had 7-Up in forever. It's been quite a while since I've had 7-Up here. Let's see, rest is key. Absolutely. But okay, guys. Well, if y'all have any before I head off tonight, feel free to put it in the chat here. I will try my best to answer it best I can. Like I said, if there's any questions, anything weather related, not just about this tropical system, but any upcoming systems for the U.S., anything like that, let me know. Like I said, I'm here for you guys. I want you guys to feel like this is your home and that you guys can express yourselves and ask questions and stuff like that. I mean, will Norma strengthen? Yes, Norma will strengthen. It's actually forecasted to get up to Cat 3 strength here. You can actually see max winds up to 115, sustained. Yeah, higher gusts obviously at right around 140 at its maximum. Tomorrow afternoon is the maximum here, right around 2 p.m. Wait, hold on, what? Hold on a minute. Let me double check on that. Yeah, 2 p.m. tomorrow. I just had to make sure here. Let's see here. Test out this camera I got for my birthday. Asked for it so I can record storms. Well, that's awesome, Legacy. Hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully it'll serve you right. I need to get me a new camera. This camera that you're actually looking at me with, this was my main storm chasing camera for about like 3 years. So I've used this camera quite a bit. I need to get me a new one. This is retired as my face cam camera, and I'll have to buy me a new one here eventually. And then last little update on this guy. I mean, you guys might be thinking this is some nasty system. I mean, it's pretty impactful, but it's not really anything too crazy. I mean, it looks pretty intimidating, but there's no storms on it. When did I chase? I chase every once in a while. I haven't been in a long time, though. It's been a while. Considering mostly I cover the storms now rather than chase the storms. But I used to occasionally, Used to. It's been a little bit, though, like I said. Probably about a year or two ago. I mean, really when I started the channel, I just stopped, basically. Because I enjoy this better. I really do enjoy this better. Let's see here. Hope you're feeling better. Thank you, Crystal. Let's see here. But, alright, guys. Well, once again, if y'all have any final questions, feel free to let me know. If not, then I guess we're going to go ahead and call it a stream. Like I said, I need to lay down, you guys. It's, trying to get over this. Hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow. But knock on wood, it seems like using my hotspot worked out a little bit better. Seems like it worked out a little bit better. Now, of course, I say that's going to glitch now. But anyways, so that could be a good temporary solution for whatever. What was that? Could be a pretty good temporary solution for whenever I end up getting new Wi-Fi and stuff, since I was having all those problems beforehand and stuff. So, but anyways, well, All right, guys. Well, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. Like I said, it's greatly appreciated for all of y'all's kind wishes, all that stuff. Once again, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you all for everything you've done. You guys absolutely rock. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, feel free to join our Discord. It's down in the description. Check out our cool merchandise. I got a really cool hat here if you guys want to check that out. It's on the merch page, which is also down in the description. All that stuff. Like I said, go ahead and check it out if you'd like to. We got some shirts on there too you guys can check out. And yeah, that's pretty much all we got to talk about. Alrighty, guys. Well, like I said, if you've not already, consider subscribing, leaving a like. It'll be greatly appreciated. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm, helps out the channel in general. Once again, you guys, thank you all for joining us tonight, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. I'm going to try to do another live stream tomorrow, another update here, either tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, or both. We'll figure it out. Just depends on how everything flows. But alright, guys, well, the stream's going to head off here in approximately 2 minutes, so if there's anything you want to go ahead and say to your friends and family, if there's any last thing you want to go ahead and say in the chat, go ahead and say your final goodbyes. And that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for tonight, you guys. Once again, thank you all for joining us, and we'll catch you guys later on. Once again, we love y'all. Please be safe out there, and we'll catch you guys later on. Peace out, my friends. See you tomorrow.